If you're running a chiropractic practice, chances are you're busy. You probably know the definition of that word busy better than anybody. In fact, running a chiropractic practice can sometimes be a little bit hectic. And in this video, I want to share with you some of my own strategies and secret systems that will help you go from stressed to success. Here we go. Hey guys, we've got incredible content for you today. We're gonna dive into how to hire and actually build out an org chart. When you're scaling a practice, you've got to have these tools. And then we're gonna go into effective weekly team meetings, this cadence of accountability and how that's gonna empower you and your team. And then we're gonna finish off this video with understanding performance views and bonus systems. I think that is the question I get the most, is how do I actually build proper bonus systems for my team? And if these have been on your mind, this is the video for you. I share with our community almost every day how your practice cannot grow beyond its weakest link and how important organization is to this practice. I actually became a kind of an org chart junkie about 20 years ago when I sat down and learned from one of my mentors how important it was to kind of mentally create and physically create a practice before you actually go and now manifest it in reality. How important it was to sit down and actually look at the roles needed to run your practice at the level of growth that you're in. And that as you do grow, your org chart is going to grow. Certain team members may sit in multiple systems within that org chart. They may be wearing multiple roles within that and have a lot of duties on their shoulders. But as you grow and scale and add team members, you kind of need to understand when to hire next. When is the right time to add the next team member? And we actually take a team member's focus and begin to narrow it down. We ratchet it down to very specific skill sets needed to scale the system within the practice. And that org chart is critical in helping you break through those barriers of levels of growth within your practice. You've got to know the skill that it takes to run each system of the practice and begin attracting those A players, finding players that are passionate about using their personal superpower to run that system fast, lean, and successful. Do you know the skill set needed to run each one of those systems? And if not, you are a perfect candidate for our Profit Accelerator system, where we break that down for you in an incredible 8-week course for your success. My second tip for you is really recognizing that as a doctor, you probably don't love the HR side of your practice. And so I really encourage you to find that team member, the one hire, your next hire that will take that off your plate. Because this office manager can go through our office manager certification course. They can learn the secrets to attracting A players, how to interview them, how to hire them and create offers that are appealing to attract A players into your size of organization, how to then onboard them and manage them. This team member begins to run your weekly team meetings so that you just show up to that team meeting. You participate in the team meeting. You step in and lead when it's appropriate, but it's the office manager that runs these team meetings for you. This is how we begin to buy back your time. This is how we empower you with aligning a leader with you in your organization that takes on the responsibility to build the team. That way you can shift your focus to the things your time should be best spent on that will get you to the next level of growth. And while you're growing, this office manager continues to work with those team members. They organize their time. They're watching their performance through data. As they see their data kind of trend up and down, they can step in and assist this team member, or they can schedule the time for the team member to meet with you or another team member or your coach or your mentor, who can make sure that they're getting the skill training that they need. Most practices suffer from what we call a skill gap. They might even have the right team member whose mindset is right, they just don't have the processes in place or the skill to act on those processes. And when you really get a team member, an office manager who's focused, their primary responsibility is to make sure that the team's skill gap is getting closed, you will see growth in your practice like you've never seen before. Your data trends will skyrocket. And I want you to get that office manager in place so you can free your time by subscribing to this channel and spend your time watching these videos. This is what's going to help you go from stress to success. So make sure you hit the notifications bell so you don't miss a single great episode coming from the Data-Driven Practice. My tip number 3 is so key, and it's another role that your office manager takes on for you, and it's actually regular performance reviews and building a proper bonus system. I was working again with Dr. Ha, who was trying to build a team, and he was trying to run his marketing, and he was trying to see all the patients. He was running exhausted, literally on the edge of burnout. When finally we kind of stopped the madness, we slowed down and said, there's one team member that you need to hire and be done hiring, and that's the office manager. And so he applied our office manager hiring processes and immediately found the most well-trained, hungry, excited team member to come be a part of his practice, who took the lead of office management, who took the lead on building the team, on onboarding those team members, and began the regular rhythm of performance reviews. Well, we had to shift out some team members. This exposed some weaknesses in the organization, but the doctor was excited about it because letting a team member go didn't mean he was now going to have to spend all of his time finding and hiring and onboarding a team member. He had the team member to do that for him. And so he became excited about finding A players. He became excited about the hiring process, and he just gave a stamp of approval as they began attracting A players. The difference that made in the organization meant that they had the skill level to take their organization to success. And in just 3 short months, they had record-breaking month after record-breaking month. It has been 6-figure months all day long. They celebrated, and as we put in the team bonus system, the bonus system is powerful because it incentivizes the team member with the skill set we want them to develop to produce the very product that is measured by a KPI in the system that they're responsible for. When the team began to see how all of these pieces work together, how a system flowed into another system that flowed into another system, that created the magical patient experience, the proven framework, the driven framework, began to create a culture within the practice that was a unified team marching towards a single goal. And this is where the bonus system incentivized them properly. It helped them stay focused on the very thing that was going to move the organization forward. And as that team member sat back and reported to the practice owner on her KPI, which was the skill set rating for the team, that's when they really started to see that skill set come up. And with everybody on the team focused on their one thing, the practice owner was able to focus on his one thing, and that was scaling profits. If you're ready for record-breaking months, you need the Profit Accelerator system. This is where it all starts. This lays the foundation for your data-driven growth, and you can just simply click the link below to book your free discovery call today.